Say goodbye to belly fat. Hello, my darlings. This is Clara, your Health Zen professional. If you are in your late 40s or early 50s, you know what I'm talking about when I say belly fat. It comes a time in our lives when we start feeling uncomfortable, tired, and old because of this. I searched many articles, videos, and health professionals advise on this topic, and I want to share in this video how I started to regain my energy, my better self, and confidence. I started slowly with easy steps that not only reduced my belly fat, but also gave me more energy and feeling healthier. Instead of starting a strict regimen that I knew I would give up easily, I decided to cut out from my diet foods that are a big no. Now, I'm not one for deprivation, but there's a reason those crisps packets whisper so seductively. They're full of the kind of ingredients that don't love you back. All those processed snacks, ready meals, fast food delights. They might be convenient, but they're often laden with unhealthy fats, more salt than a seaside holiday, and enough additives to make your head spin. And my dears, all those things can lead to inflammation, which, let's just say, is not our friend when it comes to a svelte silhouette. Think of it this way. Every time you reach for a shop-bought biscuit, you're essentially choosing a one-night stand over a long-term love affair with your body. What we want are foods that nourish, that satisfy, that make us feel vital and alive. So let's swap out those processed imposters for the real deal, shall we? Think vibrant vegetables bursting with flavor, lean proteins that would make a goddess proud, and healthy fats like the creamy embrace of avocado or the satisfying crunch of a handful of nuts. Oh, sugar, sugar. You're like that charming rogue we all fall for at some point, irresistibly sweet but with a wicked sense of humor and a nasty habit of leaving us in a worse state than when we found you. And just like that heartbreaker ex, sugar sends our insulin levels soaring, which is bad news for our waistlines. You see, when insulin is high, our bodies go into fat storage overdrive, especially around our middles. It's like trying to lose weight while wearing a weighted belt. Not exactly a recipe for success. But fear not, my sugar-loving friends, because saying goodbye to excess sugar doesn't mean saying goodbye to all things delicious. It simply requires a little shift in perspective, a little recalibration of our taste buds. Start by bidding adieu to those sugary sodas that are nothing more than empty calories masquerading as refreshment. And let's be honest, those flavored yogurts with their promises of health, they're often just sugar wolves in sheep's clothing. Chapter 3. Now, I wouldn't dream of asking you to give up carbohydrates entirely. They're an essential source of energy after all. But just like choosing our companions wisely, we need to be discerning about the company our carbs keep. Pasta and potatoes, while comforting and familiar, can be a bit like that overly enthusiastic friend who arrives on your doorstep full of beans and sends your blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride. And just like with sugar, those blood sugar spikes lead to an insulin surge, which, as we know, is not what we want when we're aiming for a flatter tummy. But darlings, this isn't about deprivation, it's about delicious discovery. Instead of reaching for the white pasta or those fluffy white potatoes, let's explore the world of complex carbohydrates. Quinoa, with its nutty flavor and satisfying texture, is a dream. Brown rice, oh brown rice, you are a revelation. And let's not forget the humble sweet potato, roasted to perfection and drizzled with a touch of good quality olive oil. Chapter 4. Now, I know what you might be thinking, darlings. This all sounds rather a lot to take in. But the beauty of this is that you don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small, my darlings, start small. Swap that mid-morning biscuit for a juicy piece of fruit or a handful of almonds. Next time you're craving a pasta fix, try zucchini noodles or spaghetti squash. They're wonderfully versatile and utterly delicious. And when it comes to sugar, remember it's all about those little conscious choices. Perhaps a touch less sugar in your tea or a sprinkle of cinnamon instead of sugar on your porridge. Remember, my dears, consistency is key. Life is too short for deprivation, but by making these small, loving changes, with these small changes, I was able to shrink from my belly fat in just 2 weeks, and I am still going. Outro. Remember, my darlings, it's not only about being lean, but also about being healthy, and I'm happy to share with you my tricks of how I followed these simple steps by making easy and healthy food and meal choices in my everyday busy life. Thank you for watching, and remember to not stress but be zen.